acknowledged and seen a lot of women a little apologetic for being ambitious and a little tentative as they go after the job, the promotion, the raise. I mean, we've got to lose that behavior. You have to come in confident and sure of yourself and believe you're just as good, if not better, than the other candidates, regardless of their gender.
We invited as many other women that we knew of that were involved in middle management and healthcare delivery to a meeting that we held in the basement of Boston University on a spring night. And when we got there, we were astonished. There were over 100 women there.
And there are just some simple things that women need to learn how to do, whether it's for asking for a raise, whether it's not apologizing for a scheduling conflict, whether it's making sure that you don't blame other people for a collective failure. Nobody's ever taught us this.
We were a very talented, competent, and capable group of women. And we were all helping our male bosses do fabulous jobs. But not one of us was a CEO, Chief Operating Officer, or Chief Financial Officer. So we decided that we needed to come up with an organized campaign to change that.
I think the issue is people always pick people they know, and if it's men say, "Oh, I know 4 smart men," and it really, somebody taught me when I was very young that gradualism in theory is perpetuity in action.
Our logic is if we got to be considered, then it was up to us to win the job. But if we couldn't even be considered, we would have no opportunity to win the job. Within a very few short years, over 50% of the women in that group had become CEOs, Chief Operating Officers, or Chief Financial Officers of major Massachusetts healthcare organizations or educational institutions. The need for this kind of activism is still alive and well 35 years later.
You always run the fine line, as a feminist, of pushing too hard. Because I can be in settings where I want to say the next thing we should do is identify 50 talented women and bring them in this organization. And I know if I say it, I'm going to be pegged as there she goes again. I came here, I'd worked as a community organizer in Boston. I came here this was, the #1 school, and I was sort of surrounded by incredibly smart people. Everybody in this building thought they were going to be a success. Every single person you met who was going to the school was going to be Secretary of Health, Education, and Welfare. I made a joke one day. I said, how can we all be Secretary of HEW at the same time? That's how old I am. That's what it was called then. But everybody was on a real track to make a difference, to play a role in the health of our country and in the health of our world. And it was palpable, and it was very special. And that's why I love the school so much, because it provided me an experience and a community that I never would have had.